My name is Mark Weinkrantz. I'm working out of the North Pinellas YMCA, and I've been a board chair there for several years, and also fundraising chair for several years. I came to East Lake in 1988 when I first got out of the Air Force and moved into the area. And you see that it's a lot of people, but they move in disparate communities and different paths, and there's not a lot of things that connect them. When I discovered the YMCA and I saw that it was the crossroads of the community, it was someplace I had a great interest in, I was invited to join the YMCA board, and it was at the YMCA itself where I was approached by firefighters some years ago to explore the opportunities to get on the fire commission as well. It was a very simple decision to go ahead and take the money that I get paid as a fire commissioner and put it back into the community that supported me. And over at the YMCA there was a great need for a playground for the children. The last one was wooden and torn and had splinters and holes, and then for 2 years we were without one. This was an opportunity to do something, and it was just a great moment to see the community come together, to see the YMCA employees and local business employees and church groups and YMCA members and firefighters that came out and worked on the playground to put it together. We completed it in a record amount of time. They've never seen so many people come out to one of these volunteer projects and get the work done. We were cold calling the top 5% of the YMCA users. We figured they're the most invested in the Y, they're the most familiar with what the Y has to offer, and perhaps we can go ahead and get some money from them to offer scholarships for people that couldn't afford it. This one particular woman, when I got a hold of her, she said she was going to have to cancel her Y membership. She and her family had been members for any number of years, but her husband had just recently lost his job, and it was one of the things they were going to have to cut back on because they had no income anymore. For me to have the opportunity at that moment to tell her that she didn't have to leave, that there was stability for her and her family at the YMCA, and that's exactly why we were doing the fundraising, was to help somebody like her. It just opened her up. There were a lot of tears. The Chairman's Award means a lot to me. It's not something I was altogether familiar with, because it was always the award somebody else got, somebody that had done something really incredible to earn them that kind of honor. For them to recognize me is extremely humbling. It's a fantastic feeling, and maybe somebody will look at some of the things that we've done in our community and it'll inspire somebody else further down the road. What we do as volunteers, what we do with our own personal time, makes a difference. If everybody volunteered just a little bit, we'd change the whole planet overnight. But here we have to concentrate on the things we think are most important. And when I look around in the community and you see need, or you see the opportunity to fill a void for people, it's not only enriching, but it's just positive for growing a community and giving everyone a sense of belonging. The energy, once you get involved, that you create is exponential. It just takes off and feeds on itself. To anybody that volunteers now, thank you. To anybody that's thought about expanding how they volunteer their time, I'd encourage you to go ahead and whatever time you can give, get out and see the difference you can make.